Hi, thank you for joining me today. My name is Corrine and I'm going to show you some stretches and strengthening prenatal postures, prenatal yoga postures that you can do for your any discomfort you may be experiencing in your lower back. If you have a yoga block, please get your yoga block ready beside you, and if you don't have one, you can just use a book, a bigger size textbook, and it's nice to have a cushion or two. So get those and we'll be ready to go. I'm going to sit on mine, so I strongly urge you to place one underneath your bum and just come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Placing your hands on your knees. When you're ready, soften your gaze or close your eyes. Just allow yourself to connect to your breath. Begin to feel the sensation of breathing in and breathing out. Perhaps noticing with your breath, you're able to create space between your in-breath and your out-breath. And then if you like, place your hands anywhere on your baby bump, wherever it's most comfortable. And take 3 more deep breaths here. And as you inhale, begin to notice your baby being received into your palms. And as you exhale, hug baby close to you. And a couple more. And then begin to open your eyes, bring your hands back down onto your lap, and begin to make some big circles with your body. We'll move over to the right first. Just inhaling and exhaling. Good, and when you're ready, change direction. So just begin to open up in the lower back. Feel the side hip muscles getting a little bit of an opening stretch. Good. And then come back to find yourself to center. Inhale both your shoulders up towards your earlobes, and as you exhale, just begin to feel them soften down your back. Inhale again. Draw the shoulder blades up towards your ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale down your back. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt your arms down towards the earth. Just begin by tilting your right ear over towards your shoulder, opening down, up down the left side of your neck. If you'd like, stretch your arm away from your hip. Allowing your breath to breathe your body, breathe your baby. And on your next exhale, lift your head up over your shoulders, bring your hand back onto your lap. Breath in, exhale, switching sides, left ear to your shoulder if you want. Again, just draw the left hand down beside your leg and stretch your right arm across away from your hip. And if you can, just draw your awareness to the breath and how it feels and the sensation in the body. Good. And then slowly lift your head back over top of your shoulders and bring your hand back onto your lap. Both hands on your lap now. Look over towards the right shoulder. Continue breathing the body and your baby over to the left. Come back through to center, draw your chin down towards your chest. And then lift your head up over top of your shoulders and tilt your head back just a little bit to get a stretch in the front of your neck and your jaw. And slowly return back to center. Sitting up tall, feeling your sit bones rooted into the earth. Open your arms up nice and wide away from your hips. Take a deep breath in and draw your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, lower your arms back down. This next time we'll twist over to the right side. So as you inhale your arms either to your shoulders or up a little bit higher, exhale, float the arms down, twist, drawing your right shoulder back. Continue drawing the awareness of your breath to your body, to your baby, and to a sense of peace and quietness throughout your whole entire being. Coming back through center, inhale your shoulders up, exhale your shoulders down. Switching sides. Arms stretch out from your side body. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, float down. Second time, we twist over to the left. Inhale, back up. And exhale, over to the left. Turn your chin towards your shoulder. If you want to move into a little bit less of a twist, don't go so deep, so you're more at an angle. And just draw the awareness and your breath into parts of your body that need a little extra tender, loving care. Deep breath in here. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale your shoulders down. Good, begin to shift onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. If you have grumpy knees, you can use the pillow underneath your knees. I'm going to kick this one out of the way. So on your hands and knees, find that tabletop position. Draw your belly button up towards your lower back so you're engaging your core just a little bit. And take a deep breath in through your nose. And then as you exhale, round out the back, coming into cat. Let your air out of the nose or mouth. Inhale, come back through center. Draw your chest forward. Head back towards your tailbone. Deep, deep in-breath. Lengthening the front belly. And exhale back into cat. Take your time. We'll move through a few more of these. Inhale again. Inhale into cow. Open up across the chest. Arch the back. Exhale. Initiate the movement from your pelvic region. Hug baby up close towards your spine. And two more. Inhale. Deep, deep, deep breath in, as deep as you can breathe. Exhale, release that X breath out of your nose or your mouth all the way. And then slowly come back to a neutral spine and prepare for resting child's pose. Maybe you want to take, if you're using a pillow, take it out from under your knees. Big toes together, sink your hips back towards your heels. Lower yourself down and open your arms up a little bit wider. Rest your forearms down on your mat and then rest your forehead down on your mat as well. And alternatively, you can use the pillow for your forehead or two pillows. Good. Take some big, deep, deep breaths in through the nose, filling your diaphragm and your baby up with big, big, deep breaths. And exhale, let it go. And a few more. Inhale. Release, exhale. Last one. And exhale. Slowly press yourself back onto all fours. Draw your knees back underneath your hips. Wrist, elbows, and shoulders are stacked up. Good. Send your left leg back behind you with your toes curled under. Press the heel back. Press your palms firmly into your mat and press back so you start to feel that stretch in the back of your leg and the calf, the Achilles. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, shift your weight forward a little bit and lift the leg up into the air. Keep both palms down on the earth. Keep your gaze between your hands. Breathe your body. Breathe your baby. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bend your knee and slowly bring your knee back underneath your hips. Transfer your weight to the other side. Stretch your right leg back, curl your toes under and press back. Take a couple of breaths here. On your next exhale, transfer your weight slightly forward, elevate the leg. Keep the foot flexed if you can, toes point down, heel points up. On your next exhale, bend the knee, draw it back underneath your hips. Relax your feet. Good, and then just begin to lift up your shins and your feet and sway from side to side. You can go a little bit deeper here if that feels good, or keep it a little bit smaller movement, whatever works. And lower your legs back down. All right, so moving into another variation, coming back to the left leg, draw the left leg back, elevate the left leg. Take a deep breath in, and if you can, exhale as you lengthen the right arm forward. Just finding your balance here. Curl your toes under of your right leg if you like. That sometimes helps with stability. Exhale, come back to center. Switching sides, draw the right leg back. Breathe it up into the air. Shift your weight and lengthen the left arm forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Exhale, draw the arm back, draw your leg back, relax the feet, lift up the shins, and little sway from side to side. Lower the legs down. Open the knees up to the long side edges of your mat, but this time keep your hips over top of your knees. Stretch your arms forward. Take a deep breath in. Open your hands up to the long or the side edges of your mat and sink your heart down towards the earth, just coming into a little puppy dog. You can rest your forearms down or keep your forearms lifted and press your palms down. You'll get a big stretch in the shoulders. Take about 3 deep breaths here. And then slowly exhale, come back up onto your hands, walk your knees underneath your hips, curl your toes under, sit back on your heels, and just get some movement into your wrists. Both directions. All right, preparing to come into downward facing dog. Hands come back down, walk your knees back underneath your hips, curl your toes under, and lift the hips up into the air. Just begin by walking the dog here, pressing one heel down towards the earth at a time. Open up a little bit wider so that your baby bump fits comfortably between your legs. Sway your hips from side to side. At any time, come down into resting child's pose or into the cat-cow sways if the downward dog doesn't feel comfortable anymore. Good, take a nice big deep breath in here if you like. Lift up to the balls of your feet and then exhale, lower your knees down. Bring your hands together so that your thumbs are touching and step your right foot forward. Good, and then draw the left knee back. So you start to feel a stretch in this psoas or hip flexor. Place your hands on your thigh in front and just begin to lengthen in this hip flexor. Alternatively, instead of having this big lunge position, keep this knee closer underneath your hip and just come into a little tiny lunge. Really engaging in your pelvic floor, so feel the pelvic floor lift. Good, and for about 3 more counts. Exhale, place both hands in front of the right foot. Transfer your weight back and lengthen your leg in front. If you have your pillow or a block, sometimes it's nice to have our weight on our support here, so we start to feel a good stretch in this front leg hamstring, right leg hamstring. Good. Releasing the foot forward, hands on the inside of the right leg, and then just step it back. Back onto all fours. Lift the hips up, take a nice little walk in your downward facing dog. And again, alternatively, child's pose. Or hanging out on all fours. Whatever position you're in, you can even from downward dog, step the other leg forward or come down to your knees, step the left leg forward. Hands are on the inside of the foot. Release your weight forward. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, bring your hands over top of your thigh here. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel that stretch in the hip flexor. And then again, if you feel discomfort, bring your knee in a little bit closer and don't go quite so deep. From here, we'll release our hips back. Lengthen and straighten the left leg. If you're feeling lots and lots of stretch or pull in this leg, in the back of the leg and the hamstring, then relax the foot a little bit more. Hands can rest on your thigh or down on your mat or on your block. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, last breath in. Exhale, walk forward onto your hands, bring the leg back, and then just swoosh your legs from side to side. Okay, coming into a supine position, laying down position. So just rolling onto your side, and then onto your back. Hug your legs in towards your shoulders with a little rock from side to side. And then plant both your feet down on the mat. Good. So just place your hands on your baby bum, press your feet into the earth. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths here. Really deep breaths, breathing your baby. And then as you exhale, just release the air, let it go. So an alternative to laying on your back, if it's uncomfortable, is to take your pillow, or you can use the block, and you just put it up under one hip. And you can even have one leg straight so that you're kind of on the side a little bit, but on your back. Some ladies have a lot of discomfort laying on the back, and some ladies can lay on their back right up until delivery. Good. And then from here, swing your hips over to the right and lay over onto your side body. Good. And again, if you have another cushion, you can bring that cushion underneath your head, or you can use your block underneath your head, or just your arm. I'm actually going to come up here onto my elbow. So this is really great. The next 3 exercises or positions we're going to do is for lower back. So try to make sure that your back is straight, bend your knees, and then bring them up as far as you can until you already feel your baby bump. Okay, so your legs may be down here a little bit depending what week you are. I'm going to move a little bit further back. And you can rest your other hand on your hip here or in front. Flex both feet. Just begin to connect to your breath. And then we're going to go through those glorious clamshells. So lift the top leg, lower the top leg on an exhale. Lift the top leg, lower. Squeeze with resistance as you lift. Squeeze with resistance as you lower. And a few more. Good. And keep going. Good. So you want to try to prevent your hip from rolling back. So we don't open this door very wide. It's just a little lift. Good. And a few more. All right. Good job. Now from here, we're going to do another set before we switch sides. So again, feet are flexed. And now you're just going to lift the leg. Try to keep your ankle and knee and hip in one level. Good. I like to do about 10, so I think we're at 4. Squeeze the buttock. Good. So we want to strengthen this region back in here, these glutes and lower back. Good. Keep going. Good. And last one. And lower. And then shake out your leg. Bend the knee, rotate your hip, and with your hand, hold your knee in towards your shoulder. And just take a little stretch here. Now, some people like to lengthen the leg, so you can do that. That's just for a big stretch, but this is more for the pelvic floor. Good. Take a nice big deep breath in and exhale, lower your leg down. Before we switch to do those 2 clamshells on the other side, we're going to do a couple of baby bridges here on the back. And this is, again, for the glutes and for the lower back. So bringing your back and your hips in a neutral position. So you want a little space right here in your lower back. And you want to feel your SI joints touching the floor. So we don't want to be in a pelvic tilt here. So find that neutral spine. Really use the powerhouse of the feet and the quads to lift up. So inhale, the little bridge does not need to be very high. And then exhale, lower the back, come back to neutral spine. Press the feet into the earth, lift the hips. And lower. Arms can be down by your side, palms facing down or up. Lift, press the feet into the earth, squeeze the glutes together. And lower, keep going, a few more. Good, and lower. 1 or 2 more. Feel the strength of your quads. So this is for lower back ache and stamina for your labor. Good. We'll do one more, but we're going to hold this little bridge. It's not very high. Press your feet into the earth. Use the quads. We're also strengthening the hamstrings here. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Good. You can either bring both knees in towards your chest here and rock from side to side, or straighten one leg and bring one knee in towards the chest for a few breaths, and then switch sides. Good. Roll over to your side. Press yourself up to your seat. Kind of spin on your bottom and lower down to the other side. Good. So stick the butt out just a little bit. Bend your knees. Hands on your hip or supporting you in front. Good. And the first one, we open and close the top leg, squeezing the buttocks. Keep going. Doesn't need to be a very high lift of that leg. Good job. Keep going. Good. We're about 7, 8. Should start to feel like you're working in the back of that hip joint and into those glute muscles. Good. And last one. And then the second set, it's just a lift and lower, lift and lower, lift. Sometimes as we go through these prenatal stretches, you start to feel your baby moving, hiccups, turning around, flipping. Or maybe you feel the movement more at night when you're trying to sleep. Good. And 4 more. I can feel my butt. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Good. If you need to shake that leg out. And then rotate the hip. Hold your knee with your hand. Bring your knee in towards your shoulder. This leg is sort of bracing you down towards the earth so that you don't topple over all the way to the back. And then if you want the stretch for the hamstring, just bring the leg up into the air. If not, just hug the knee in towards your shoulder. This foot doesn't need to be activated. It can be relaxed. Good. And then lower the leg down, shake it out. Press your hand into the earth and come back up to a comfortable seat. Okay, we'll do a couple more before Shavasana. So soles of the feet together, holding on to your ankles, your feet, or your hands on either side of your feet. Take a nice big deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly lower down towards the earth. Just breathing your baby, breathing into the lower back. If you've got room in front, in your belly as you come forward, you can just walk over to one side a little bit. Use your hands, stretch your hands forward. And then slowly come back to center. Take a deep breath in, and we'll go to the other side. So you should feel that down side of your back and into the side of your hips. Good. And then slowly come back up to center. Just take a few moments to sit and breathe. Draw the sense of quiet and peace into your realm. Open your eyes. Inhale your arms up towards your shoulders and exhale over to one side. It's going over to the left. Take a deep breath in, exhale, come back to center. Breath in, exhale over to the other side. Take a deep breath in, exhale, come back to center. Place your hands on the outside of your legs, close your legs together and stretch your legs forward. And then tap your feet. All right. Coming down onto your back once again, just laying onto your left side. And if this is a nice Shavasana position for you, feel free to take your Shavasana on your left side or on your back. So again, if you want pillows between your thighs or pillows above your leg and then your other leg on top, just find that comfortable position. And then another comfortable position for Shavasana is on your back, and you place the pillows underneath your knees and then let your legs just flop over the top here. So whichever is most comfortable for you. Close your eyes. Let's begin to relax your whole entire being. You don't need to be doing anything at this moment other than quieting the body. Relaxing the space between your eyebrows. Coming down the thin skin around your eyes, your nose, your cheeks. Relax your mouth, your lips, and your tongue. And then feel the wave of softening and letting go trickle down your whole entire body, all the way down until you reach your feet and the tips of your toes. Breathing in, breathing out. And slowly come back. Just begin to wiggle into your fingers, into your toes. If you're laying on your side and you want to stretch your body on your back, just stretch your arms above your head, and your legs nice and long. And then roll back onto your side. Push yourself up to a comfortable seat, either kneeling or into a cross-legged position. Place your hands on your baby bump again, coming full circle. Take a couple of breaths, sending your baby gratitude and loving kindness. Either bringing your hands to the heart, or if you're more comfortable, back onto your knees. Send yourself loving kindness and gratitude. Sending my gratitude and loving kindness to you for practicing with me today. Thank you, mamas. Namaste.